Okay, welcome to Study Guide Part 4, the final part of this riveting study guide series. Make sure you finish this today, and then you'll be prepared for the test on Monday. So this is just our reference sheet. We got to have this, and I cannot stress the importance of this reference sheet. You're going to see graphs continuously come up on the test and the final. So have this as a way to kind of go back and forth between what f, our original graph, looks like and what f prime is going to look like. Because remember, we're going to give you a graph of f prime, and you're going to have to interpret it to figure out what f is doing. So if you can look at what's happening with f prime, then all you have to do is kind of look over to the side, and that's going to directly tell you what f is doing. I have some key annotations here that kind of are like the key features. These two graphs or these two columns match each other. Okay, so instead of saying positive for f prime, we can just look for where it's above the x-axis, and so on and so forth. Okay, so just kind of like synonyms that can help you identify things. All right, now one thing that I did change is down here in the inflection point. One thing, I noticed that we were having a tough time with inflection points. So I made an amendment here. It's the same kind of thing, but I'm just going to make it easier for you to identify and to justify. When we're looking for inflection points of f, our original, that means f prime, our derivative graph. Remember, that's changing concavity. So concavity is going to go from increasing to decreasing or decreasing to increasing. So we're actually looking for f prime to kind of change direction here, from increasing to decreasing or decreasing to increasing. All right, it's going to look like a local minimum or a maximum on f prime. So some sample sentence frames. Here's one of them. Sorry about the scribble. It's going to drive people crazy. We're going to start by just like flipping the stem and end with our justification for what f prime is doing. So f, we're just going to state a claim, is or has something, and on or at some point or some interval, right? So if it's increasing, let's say, we'll say f is increasing, and we'll say on, and we'll list the interval. If we're talking about a max or min, we say f has a max or min at, and we list just an x value. And then once again, we're going to start with our end with our f prime justification, and we can just refer to this column for that justification for what f is doing. So this kind of doubles as our justification as well, which is really, really great to have. Okay, so now we're just going to look at one example where we're going to find the inflection point of f and justify. So a lot of people were thinking of old inflection points. We're looking for the change in concavity, but remember, this is f prime. So we don't know what the graph of f looks like. So we have to kind of imagine what it would look like and kind of pick out key details. So we're looking for the inflection point of f given f prime. So where are we going to look on f prime? To find an inflection point for f, we're going to look at f prime to find where it changes from increasing to decreasing or decreasing to increasing. Okay, are there any points? Well, let's see. It goes from increasing to decreasing there. It goes decreasing to increasing there. So we actually have two inflection points. And what are those values? -1 and 3. So let's use our sentence frame. F has, and what are we saying? Inflection points at x equals 1 and x equals 3 because, and now let's use our justification. Oh my goodness, that's the word because. And how did I know that again? Because what was f prime doing? Because f prime was changing and we could say it changing from increasing to decreasing. Or it was changing from decreasing to increasing. I'm going to avoid vice versa because somebody attacked my pronunciation of that yesterday. But anyways, this is what you have to do for reading your graphs, an f prime graph, to find what we know about f. And this is what I'd be looking for our justification, using that sentence frame and using that chart to kind of help us translate back and forth. That's the last part of your study guide. Be prepared. Be ready. You guys are great.